yoga for healing. What's up? We're going to tap in and see what's in the energy. We're going to use clarifying life situations to start out with to see what energy we can pull. Voice cracking. Trust the process. Embrace uncertainty. Have faith in the journey unfolding before you. Yes, indeed. I am trusting the process, and I am enjoying it. Now I'm at a point where I can look at the days where I was hurting, in pain, going through shadow work, the dark night of the soul, without a book, without another soul, but with myself and Creator. And I've been shown the way. And part of my purpose is to share that with others so that they can be on their way, on their purpose. The reason of a tarot reader or oracle is not for you to go and watch them every day and for them to continuously guide you, but to help you get on your path. Tarot starts with the zero, the fool, the leap of faith, taking the journey, the path. These cards are not about mediocre 3D, but it's a bigger, deeper picture. Yeah, we have fun and we get the tea, but are you helping others on their journey or just filling their minds with more confusion and bullshit? Because see, that's the difference I am seeing in this tarot streets. Because these bitches that are just in it for the money and the likes and to get attention with your little shiny boobies and your guts hanging out. How are you getting on, turning on the camera, thinking with a purpose of spiritual growth while dressing like a tramp? Make that make sense. Yeah, we are here to be ourselves, but do you have to blend in your street life of how you dress with the divine? Is it that important you get attention to get people in that you have to use your body? Well, it's about time you heifers learn to use your minds. Pick up some books and start filling it with more information that you can share that is in truth and in line. I just had to get that out. Because a lot of them ones that's like that are the ones that's the heifers in the background pulling cards because they like the divine masculine. Ooh, I want to be your divine feminine. Bitch, get on your journey first. That's another difference that these masculine can see between the divine ones and these pick-me's. Yes, indeed. Release and renew. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. That's confirmation on what I just said. Release and renew. Because how are you renewing when you're still holding on to, ooh, I want to dress like them girls on Halloween every day and say it's my divine feminine energy? Bitch, please. And on top of that, to boot, the ones of us that are divine feminine in this real fucking spiritual war, we can't even put a bunch of pictures up, especially every day. Are you serious? That's another way we know. new worlds wants to come out. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. A lot of people get on the tarot behind the screen and then they think that's the one stop and that's it. They don't need to do shit else. Oh, I can read these cards. That's my journey. But are you giving experience lessons? Or do you have to always try to figure something out? Because why are you getting the message if you can't explain it? Make that make sense. There's a difference of us that's been through it, experienced it, learned through it, elevated, and broke the generational curses. And then there's others that just talk about it and share the story. And hell yeah, a lot of these stories that you've been seeing on my table, those 500 over videos, yeah, I've lived it. I've been through it. And I have stories to share. And when the situations come up in the read, I will share that story. I don't have to figure out, hey, you know that movie, or try to dumb it down. Why you need to dumb down life experiences when they are life experiences? Do you really think your listeners need to be dumbed down? They don't have enough mental capability to grasp? Oh, but those are the same ones that think and want you to always come to them so they can guide you in the wrong direction with their half-truths. And that's the very reason why I call them out, because it's a life and death situation. This is about destinies. This is about lineages. And some of us are here to help others, and some of us are here setting traps. They don't want you to know your powers, your gifts. They don't want you to look in within yourself. They want you to keep going and listening to the bullshit, staying confused, sitting there wondering, why are they doing that? And you don't have no answers, because why would you tell them? Instead, you want to laugh or act like you're their mama and fussing at them on the screen without giving them any advice on elevating. Breaking the cycles, having a new ones, because we're going into a new world. It's already here. And it is time for those slackers to start seeking the truth and embrace the clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. Understanding. Everybody's sick of these stories. I've been past sick of these stories, of these creepers being in the energy. But one reader said it right. And I don't want to get her name wrong, but she's been attacked. She had to start a whole new channel. And she said it yesterday about this same energy. She must have been picking it up too. Because I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I caught some of it. Because right now, it's definitely about what's on these spiritual streets. If y'all ain't recognized, I said it before. This is not outside. If you watch tarot, you probably ain't seen some of these creepers that are pretending. We're going to take one more card and see what else it is the Holy Spirit wants us to know. And this is something that flew off the table. Let's see. Because I'm telling you, any hoe doing tarot, talking, but I've noticed that they switched that up now because it's gotten so deep and they're so cornered. They played that hand as long as they could of Divine feminine, you got to get right. Y'all both tripping. Divine feminine, you got to take this masculine back because y'all got a contract. Oh, he's sorry. Bitch, you gonna choke. Because of that seed of potential. To plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting promise with your attention and care. And some of those that are laying those seeds down and nurturing those lies, they are already seeing themselves cornered. They're right where they're supposed to be. Trust that. And this progress is heading on a fast track. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. Are you doing that? If you are in your purpose, you're watching this reading, you watch tarot. If you've been watching for a while and you've already got that little nudge on the shoulder, your purpose is not to just keep watching and trying to figure it out. You should know. Go within. And I'm going to repeat this. I've said before. If you are not low vibing energy, if you are ascending, and if you are in your north node where you should be, that spell work won't affect you. But your ancestors and spirit guides will let you know what they're doing. Pay attention to the signs. What does your body tell you? Sometimes you have to figure out if it's ascension or if it is an attack at sometimes. Hope I'm not sounding too over the top, but I'm just keeping it so very real. Because I don't have time for chasers or bullshit. This is life. And there's a lot that wants you to be distracted from releasing and renewing. They want you sidetracked, so you are delayed, or the changes you make may be taking you into the reverse. Like sitting and waiting for a twin flame. That's a big no-no. Y'all better open your eyes. Y'all heard the stories of everybody talking about them wanting to come back in. And you also heard the warnings of take heed, don't allow it, don't sleep with them. They're going to be here for a short while. And what are we looking at? Are y'all going to start hiding yourselves now? Ooh. Some of those divine feminine that are not divine feminine have an issue with releasing and renewing. They should have been withdrawn and solitary, but they were feeling lonely maybe. These single divine feminine and those not so divine, pay attention. Because you have to release, and renew in order to ascend to the new world. Those that have been withdrawn, still single, not lonely, as though they want us to be, in solitary, are going to the new world. We haven't been waiting, sitting around, trying to be a pick me, because we saw that was nothing but conflict, that it would only still be differences and incompatibility and clashes. What do we need to know about this new world? Ooh, those that went deep knew the importance and the value of going deep within, not staying on the surface, playing the little game of my twin flame runner chaser, my twin flame runner chaser. Grow up. That's a turn off the top. I never even really actually believed in that twin flame bull crap until I actually am going through it and had to do a lot of cord cuttings. Yep. Mother suckers still don't want to let go because they know what's coming. Because they did this for life or death. Destiny swapping. But they made some real crucial mistakes. Trying to charm a kind-hearted, beautiful woman that is a true divine. No shade, divine masculine, but this looks and sounds like it's definitely a divine feminine read, but take it how it resonates. Because there's some hoochie mamas out there that are doing you divine masculine the same way. But this is a heads up and a shout out to those divine feminine in reverse that did not release and has not renewed. They may even be stuck now to a bond in court that other person will be in their life for the next 18 years at least. Seek the truth. Some people want that fantasy so bad. They want that fairy tale that they want to delusion themselves. Wow. And there's no love there. Damn. That was a clear enough sign. Seek the truth and love yourself. Relax. There's no love there. Not these that are being the phony, unrenewed, not releasing, thinking they're going into the new world. Seek the truth. Embrace clarity. And when you do that, you're not clinging and holding on, obsessing. You're not spying. You can give a fuck about a chaser. That's disgusting. We're grown adult women and men. Why would that be attractive to any adult? That is how we knew, because we seek the truth. That is not our soulmate. That ain't the picture, baby. That's what the 3D and turned it into. Like they did a lot of things that they say are fairy tales. They say the myths are fairy tales and the fairy tales, I don't know. It's a bunch of bull. Those that did not release and renew enter into a new world, going deeper of the awareness and the importance and the value of seeking the truth. Looks like they were not seeing that this obsessing and spying, clinging, runners back and forth is not a soulmate. That's a life lesson. A lesson. It only grows into truth when the clarity is been seen from the memories of what you went through. What was the intentions? Were they honest? Yeah, y'all bitches want to be on here reading cards and talking about twin flames, and now some of you ain't got your asses knocked up. Why don't you share those stories now instead of changing the name of your channel? That shit pisses me off. It ain't nothing worse than a fraud. Especially you over here in what I consider what is my lane, my purpose. And then you want to mock and pretend and make fun of it, not taking it serious when it's called divinity, divination, a connection with source, a connection with the unseen. That seed of potential, the plant, the seed of potential, and nurture its sprouting promise with your attention and care. Now we can look at that seed. Where'd you get that seed? Is it your seed that you're planting, or is it someone else's that you're nurturing? Is it somebody else's goal that you're nurturing? Is it someone else's intent that you're nurturing? Are you nurturing a demon seed? The real is the real. We're not going to take like some people do, like they do in these religions. Oh, I'm going to take a little piece of this and a little piece of that, and then I'll be good. I don't think so. And y'all finding out the hard way. Stuck in confusion with that seed you planted. Uncertain and unclear and unsure of what the next step. Because you let them back in. Instead of keeping the distance and making that progress. This is a message. And it needs to be said. It needs to be heard. For those that are phony. Because some may not realize that the divine feminine are very, very, very important. And the ones that are truly in their divine feminine energy, we are not taking kindly to you tricks out here, pretending to be divine. And the nice gloves are off. Key player at the bottom of this deck. Important persons. Playing an essential role. Irreplaceable. And did not just say the divine feminine, the true ones, are key players. So, you homosexual men that's got yourself a little lazy ass wannabe empress, a little princess that can't do shit, can't nurture shit, can't create shit. Now you're seeing how important the key player is in manifestation and growth in your family lineage. These not so divine feminine that have not released and renewed. What do we need to know? Damn. Receipts want to come out. Because, yeah, baby, it's receipts out here. And they are guilty as charged and being exposed by themselves. I'm just giving the message and relaying some experiences and things that I've seen, which is my purpose. Not about fucking about your feelings. Because you fell for a toxic masculinity. How much clearer can the Holy Spirit make it? Besides getting you knocked up, left behind again because you didn't go within. You only were playing a part, something you shouldn't have been playing with. Those that have gone to the new world, went deeper, we're not repeating this karmic lesson as you are. You thought it was cute that they were clinging and spying and choosing you. Oh, they finally woke up. But did you ever hear a read saying that they woke up? That they put in work? How many readings have you heard saying that divine masculine have been putting in work and they were coming in by the buttloads? How many? That new boo, you thought y'all were learning each other, flirting with each other. They were fucking with you. Now you're being exposed as unhealed, getting laughed at. I don't think it's funny. I find it really sad. But they are finding it funny. They're overjoyed because they got their job done on some of you. One came for me too, honey. Let me tell you. Still in their 20s. But because we had went through some classes and healing journeys together, and they played the game, I'm going to tell you how real it is. This mother sucker went through 9-month program of a healing program that met like 3 times a week. Then we get together and I see him in person, face to face, because it was usually on a camera. And of course, he seemed quiet, not too much of a talker before. But then comes here, oh, I'm never leaving. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I peeped shit. And I told his ass, I think you a cock blocker sent in. And sent him on his way. He wasn't here not even a good 3 weeks around me. And he had a child, 6 years old, with autism that I love so much. He's a beautiful little boy. But there's some issues. And I know there's issues, and I'm not just saying that because you're autistic doesn't mean that you would want to kill an animal, does it? I had a baby kitten at the time. Ego. Almost killed him. I saw him put a pillow on top of the kitten and then try to sit on it. Real shit. And then after I'm disconnected. This is the same part of a story I shared before where I realized my toilet seat was broke. It was a self-let-down lid. Now it slams down. Shower head. Had to get a whole new shower head. And a chair. But if I would have let them stay, because I've already been through that cycle and I saw it, I peeped it, I would have had, my whole house would have been tore up. And I'm talking about because of the dirty energy and spell work that they carried. And that little baby boy is innocent. Confusion. Confusion. Oh. They want a lucky break. They want a turning point. Oh my goodness. They want to come back around for those that they didn't get knocked up. They want to come back in for those that did not fall for the clingy pick-me game. They are laughing at the ones they already got, knowing that they were not a soul connection. They planted those seeds, left them in confusion, and now they want another lucky break. Or maybe this is about how they got a lucky break and have some seeds planted. Damn. This message is deep. And it ain't about who like me for it and who don't. If you're not healed, you may not like me. But if you are healed, you will thank me. Because they wanted to make some fast progress. They didn't like those blockages that we had up, the distance that we were keeping. Those that are aware and release the past. But those that did not go deep and learn that karmic lesson, I ain't making shit up. I know what I see. And the Holy Spirit is just making it clear for y'all to see. I'm going to leave this message right here. We ain't been deep enough on that. But those that have been through these experiences, it's best you share. Because they want you to be in despair, embarrassed, ashamed. Don't. Speak out. Share your truth.